Good morning, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, this week I'm looking at some Psalms, and I'm looking at them with an idea toward what I need right now in my life. I've got a lot of stuff going on at work. I'm getting in the process of trying a case right now, and it's always a time that commands my attention. And I call it the trial tunnel, because it's almost just a long tunnel that you're in without windows and without doors, and you can't really turn around and leave. All you can do is work toward the end of the tunnel, and you get tunnel vision. It can isolate you from other aspects of life. It can isolate you from other social settings. It can isolate you from other people, other things. It limits what you can do. It's really life in a tunnel. And because I'm living life in that tunnel right now, it's really useful for me to spend some time in the Psalms, because the Psalms, these 2,700 some year old pieces of poetry, pieces of heartfelt expression to God, they cover the gamut of human experience. There are psalms of rejoicing, psalms of anger, psalms of happiness, psalms of bitterness, psalms of worship, psalms of dejection. So I'm looking at a variety of psalms to see what they speak into my life this week, but I'm also sharing those with you in this video log to see if they speak into your life as well. And today's psalm that really ministered to me is Psalm 134, verse 3. Now recognize, I'm in this trial tunnel. I'm isolated from the world. And I come to this verse. May the Lord bless you from Zion, he who made heaven and earth. Now, why does this psalm particularly minister to me right now? It's because it's causing me to get out of my tunnel and to think of others, to think of my wife, my mom, my kids, my grandkids, my kids-in-law, to think of my friends, to think of the people I go to church with, to think of my extended family, my sisters, my brothers, the people I work with. It causes me to leave the tunnel, because this is the psalmist seeking blessing on the reader, but when I'm the reader, it should be me seeking blessing on the lives of others. In other words, get out of your tunnel. Now, the idea of saying bless you in itself is something, when someone sneezes, we say bless you. That goes back to about 590, when Gregory the Great was the Pope and the plague had broken out, and the plague was wiping out Egypt. And one of the symptoms of having the plague was a sneeze. And so Pope Gregory decreed, if someone sneezes, you should pray for them, say, God bless you, using the power and authority of his Roman see to order the church constantly to offer up prayers to God to intercede for those who are sick. Now, we still use that phrase today when someone sneezes. Thank you, Pope Gregory. But the phrase didn't really originate with Gregory. The idea of asking God's blessing was a Christian blessing before Pope Gregory, and a Hebrew blessing before Jesus Christ ever walked on this earth as Jesus Christ. And so within the framework of that, we see it as a Hebrew blessing in this passage. Now, the Hebrew word for bless is Baruch. You can pray a blessing to God, Baruch atah Adonai, blessed be the Lord. But you can also pray a prayer of blessing on others. And that blessing, when we pronounce a blessing on someone else, we're asking that God would give them all that's involved with shalom, peace. That God would give them not just a peace of heart, but a peace of mind, a peace in their life, that God would give them what they need, that God would take care of them. It at its root, it conveys the idea of a king or a leader or someone like that bestowing on someone else a blessing. Now, I can't leave this without telling you that one of the greatest blessings of all is one that God wrote for the priest to pass on to others. And this is my prayer for you. If you're watching this, I ask that the Lord bless you, that the Lord keep you, that the Lord make his face shine upon you, that the Lord be gracious to you, that the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom peace. And if that can be your prayer today for others, so that you, like me, get out of the tunnel of our lives and we think about someone else, forward them this link and say, I'm praying this blessing over you today. That's your video thought for the day.